Well, hi again, everyone. I'm Greg Flynn, the Public Information Director here for the City of Pearl, and this is This Week in Pearl. Coming up on today's show, we will talk to a pair of Mayor's Youth Council about their snack drive that they're running currently for the Children's Hospital over at Blair E. Batson in Jackson. And we will tell you about the municipal election coming up this Tuesday. It is the primary, and we will have our City Clerk, Miss Kelly Scouten, in here to break down who's on the ballot and where you can go to vote. All that and more on This Week in Pearl coming up next.
Hello, I'm Mayor Wyndham, and I'm thrilled to show you the city creating its own future. Pearl is located in Rankin County, the fastest growing county in Mississippi, and there's no question why. Access to great schools, even better shopping, and unbridled beauty make Pearl a town that truly embodies its name. And with a truly exceptional team of first responders, public safety is another key component of our success. With fantastic housing opportunities from quaint suburban neighborhoods to gorgeous lakefront properties, there's a place for you here in Pearl. You can't beat the location. Right outside of Pearl is the crossroads of the South, where Interstate 20 meets Interstate 55. From here you can travel anywhere within the state or the country. Or you can choose to stay right here in Pearl to enjoy a Mississippi Braves baseball game or experience the small town atmosphere, community pride, and heart of the local residents.
Welcome back to This Week in Pearl. I'm Greg Flynn, and we're now going to be joined by some Mayor's Youth Council as they have got a tremendous service project ongoing right now, one that was very successful last year. And we are very proud to welcome in Lexus and Amrit from the Mayor's Youth Council. Ladies, welcome.
Hi, we are so
Thank you.
excited to
Hi.
be here.
Awesome. Well, I know that you guys do so much work in the community all year round, but right now the snack drive for the Children's Hospital is going on, something that you did for the first time last year.
Yes, sir.
That was very successful. So why don't you tell me just a little bit about the snack drive and how it works?
Okay, so basically every single school in our district has like a little competition at each school about how much snacks we can raise, and it's a great way to get like all the little kids excited and even the high schoolers excited to raise snacks for a really good cause. So we love doing it, and we love competition, so we're always excited.
Well, it went very, very well last year, I believe.
Yeah, we got the biggest donation that they had ever gotten there, so.
And that is saying a lot for
Yes.
Children's Hospital.
Yeah, right.
And during a pandemic.
Right.
Like, that just shows how amazing our city is, because we did that even when the world felt like
Right.
it was falling apart.
I mean,
We
our
made it-
snacks filled a whole fire truck.
Yeah. So it was really awesome.
That was awesome. And we want to try and do it bigger and better. It's off to a little bit of a slow start now.
Yes.
It's officially going to be running out at the end of the week. Stopping?
Next week.
Oh, we extended
We've
it
extended
next
it,
week.
yes.
To April 12th, actually.
Okay, good. So
Yes, sir.
we have another week. So this is going to be a big chance for people to step up. Lexus, what are some of the things that you can donate that the kids there are looking
so
for?
we've got some microwave meals that you can donate, macaroni and cheese, noodles, oatmeal packs, and everything needs to be prepackaged. Snacks, you've got chips, goldfish, Cheez-Its, and they also have a little pill school for the children who struggle to swallow pills, so like Nerds, Tic Tacs, mini M&Ms and stuff, so that, it can make it a little more fun for them to learn how to do that.
That is cool. I never even thought about that.
Yeah.
I could have used that as a kid. I would never take medicine when I was little. If I would have learned with
Yeah.
mini M&Ms, that would
Right.
have been very
A
smart.
game changer.
You guys can take medicine now, or do you guys need to practice with
I don't know. For the most part I can,
Yeah.
but I would like a mini M&M every once in a while.
Well, that is very important to know that they have to be individually wrapped. Don't just buy a big,
Right.
one giant bag of M&Ms,
Yeah,
right? You want
right.
to buy the individually packaged, almost like it's for Halloween,
Yes, sir.
Right.
because that's how they'll go up there and give it away.
Right.
Now, I know that Children's Hospital means a lot to you guys. Why don't you tell me, why this is important to you to help the Children's Hospital?
Yes, sir. It's important to us because we know as children there's so many experiences that they're missing out on, because they have to be in a hospital. So I feel like this is a way for us to be able to connect with them and especially during a pandemic, like we're not allowed to visit them as often as we usually are. Like I remember like a few years back, the Mayor's Youth Council actually read to them or did something closer to them. But this is like the closest way we can get in contact with them and make sure and for them to know that we're thinking about them.
That's why it's important for you to help the children.
About the same thing, you know, they lose so many connections having to be in the hospital, not being able to interact with kids their own age and stuff, and this is just a small way that we can reach out to them and make sure they know that we're here for them and support them.
That is fantastic. Where can people drop off snacks? Now, I know we have a drop-off location in the lobby at Pearl City Hall.
Yes, sir.
But they can also bring it by the schools?
Yes, sir. But I would recommend bringing them to the City Hall
Okay.
because of COVID, everything's crazy right now. So we
Easiest drop off would be at City Hall for sure.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so bring your donations to City Hall, the lobby. We have a big blue container right there in the lobby that you can drop all those individual snacks into. The Mayor's Youth Council, man, it's coming to a close. It's hard to believe that the school year is almost over.
Yes.
Flew by this year,
Yeah,
for sure.
How has it gone?
It's honestly been pretty amazing, even during the pandemic.
Right.
We've been used to like going to the senior luncheons where a lot of us used to be able to go, but now there's only like 5 of us that can go each month, which kind of sucks. But
Yeah.
I mean, they've done as much as they could, even with all the restrictions, and we feel like we didn't miss anything.
Right.
So,
Our options have been pretty limited, but we've tried our best to, you know, stay within restrictions, but also still be able to reach out to everyone in the community.
Yeah, and be able to still have a good year, a good successful year. Like, I'm so glad that we're doing this again, and I know we're starting off slow, but Pearl never fails.
Yeah. We can come back for
yeah,
sure.
to be the best at everything. So I know everybody will pick it up next week, and we're gonna have an even larger donation than last year.
Yeah.
Definitely.
That's the goal.
Now, I know you guys also, as we're recording this today, are doing a job shadow for the Mayor's Youth Council.
Yes.
We have you young folks all over the city today.
Yes. That has been an amazing experience so far. We actually have like 5 different groups. So we have the fire department, police department, mayor's office, the senior luncheons, and then the broadcasting. And we're both actually in the high school broadcasting team. And I mean,
It's great to be able to come here and see the set and everything and how it all works.
yeah, because I mean, we have it there, but it's
Right,
a lot
it's just
smaller.
smaller scale, right.
So this is so amazing. And then being able to talk to the mayor, seeing, you know, what he does behind the scenes. You know, we don't really see all the hard work that we know he's working tirelessly every single day, but being able to
See
talk
it
to
up
him
close
about it,
and-
and seeing numbers, it's just so amazing to see how great our city is doing and how blessed we are to live here.
Well, you two are fantastic, and I think you both have, if you want to continue on, you have some broadcasting careers ahead of you for sure. So you ladies
you.
are fantastic.
Thank
you
you.
so much.
We appreciate that.
Well, thank y'all for coming in, and again, let's rock that snack drive. As
Yes.
we want to outdo what we did last year, so we need your help. Go by City Hall until April 12th and drop off those individually packaged snacks for the children at the Children's Hospital. Ladies, thank y'all so much for
Thank
coming
you.
in.
No problem. Thank you for having us.
You got it. We'll be back with more This Week in Pearl right after this.
Come find your taste buds at the Lost Cajun. Chef Charles is cooking everything to order. Cajun classics like gumbo, jambalaya, and red beans and rice. Pick your po' boy, shrimp, oyster, roast beef, or maybe gator. Proudly serving USDA farm-raised catfish. When you're done, loosen the belt up a bit for some homemade beignets. Dine in, take out, order online, and get it delivered. Reserve our party room for your group. Find your way to the Lost Cajun in Pearl and Byram.
Well, we're going to take a look at our election day coming up now, and joining us is our city clerk, Miss Kelly Scouten, who is, man, she's been working hard on this stuff. She and her staff, this has been a year-long process for you guys to get ready, and really it's kind of like your Super Bowl for the city, right, isn't it?
Every 4 years.
Is it something that I don't think a lot of people realize all that goes into it. So why don't you take us through, all that you guys have to do there?
Well, qualifying starts. So each person that wants to run for office comes in and files a qualifying statement and pays $10 if they're going to run as a party. Then once that deadline ends, we have to go and make sure that those people don't have any disenfranchising crimes against them that would disqualify them, to make sure they're a registered voter in the district that they want to run. The Secretary of State's office has now said they have to be reside in that district for 2 years prior to qualifying, so we had to make sure that that was the case. And then They go to their respective executive committees, and that's who actually will qualify them. And then any independents that we have run have to have 50 signatures from the district in which they're running, unless it's for at large, and then they just 50 signatures from the city.
Okay.
And then our election commissioners for the city of Pearl actually qualify those to go on the general election ballot.
Okay. Well, we have a few races that are not contested this year, and I'm going to go over them quickly for you as we will all go to the polls on Tuesday, April the 6th. For mayor, Jake Wyndham is running unopposed as the incumbent. Alderman at large, it will be John McHenry and Barry Carpenter that will be on your ballot, a Republican ballot. For the primary, Willie Moore is running as an independent, so that will go straight to the general election on June the 8th. Alderman District 1, you have two gentlemen on the Republican primary that you'll have to choose from, David Luckett and Sammy Williams. For Alderman District 2, we've got a three-horse race, so you'll see all three names on the Republican ballot in Michael Sarter, Bo Camerdell, and Keith Dennis. Alderman District 3, Johnny Steverson, running unopposed as a Republican. Alderman District 4, Casey Foy, running unopposed as a Republican. Alderman District 5, now this one's interesting because you will see they'll all be on the ballot for your primaries, but this one will not be decided until the general election because all three are running differently. James Thompson is an independent, Gary Spurgeon is a Republican, and Willie Harvey is a Democrat. So that's going to go all the way till June. Will not be decided next week. And Alderman District 6, Gavin Gill, he is running as a Republican, and he too is unopposed. Now, Kelly, I know one of the big questions people have is what kind of voting will we have? Will it be electronic? Will it be fill out a form?
You will bubble in the ballot just like you do with the county, federal elections, and then you will feed it into the machine the same as you did in November when you went out to vote for president.
Okay. The absentee balloting. I know a lot of people have questions. Hey, I'm not going to be in town. I'm not going to be around, or I'm not going to be able to get off of work in time. Why don't you explain the absentee?
And all of that would qualify you to vote by absentee if you're going to be on vacation, if you will be in another county on election day, if you're going to be working the same hours as the polls are open. All of those qualify you to vote by absentee. If you're permanently physically disabled or a caregiver for one of those, you can call our office and we can mail them a ballot. That has to be postmarked by next Monday, April 5th, but we can still mail those ballots out. We are absentee voting all this week from 8 to 5 every day, and then Saturday from 8 to 12. That's the last day to vote in person.
And you guys were open you've been open the last two Saturdays,
yes,
including this one. How's that been going, being open on a Saturday?
We haven't had anybody come in.
Is that right?
No.
But you said in the past you had quite a few absentees, right?
We did, and that it's just typically when you have a lot of unopposed races, especially for mayor, you don't have a lot of people going out to the polls. So I would encourage people to get out and vote. This is where your vote counts, is in municipal elections. So I would encourage you to go vote.
All right. Now, this is another big question. First, how do people determine what their ward or district is, where they live?
So you can go to our cityofpearl.com website, click on Live, view city ward map, and type in your address, and that comes up. Or you can call my office at 932-2262, and we can pull that up for you and tell you.
Okay. And I know on election day itself, when people say, well, where can I vote? It's going to be the regular precincts that we always use, but why don't you tell us where those all are?
Ward 1 is the Rankin County Baptist Association. That's at 200 Park Place Drive. Ward 2 is the Pearl Chamber of Commerce. That's at, I don't have that address. I have George Wallace Drive, and it's Lonnie Jenkins Drive.
Jenkins, yes. As
now.
People, yeah, they changed the name.
So Ward 3 is Pearl City Hall, 2420 Old Brandon Road. Ward 4 is Pearson Baptist Church Gym. That's at 151 South Pearson Road. Ward 5-1 is Fire Station 3. That's at 718 Old Whitfield Road. Ward 5-2 is Sweet Home Church, and that's at 368 Sweet Home Church Road. Ward 5-3 is Patrick Farms Clubhouse, and that's at 300 Clubhouse Drive. Ward 6-1 is McLaurin Heights Methodist Church, 325 Marianne Drive. That changed this year, so it will no longer be at Pearl Presbyterian. It's at McLaurin Heights Methodist. 6-2 is Skyway Hills Church of Christ, and that's 3800 Highway 80 East.
All right. Well, it seems as though, and we're going to have all of this on our website. You know, the best way for you to get all of this information is to go to 2021 Election Central. We've set that up with all of the information that you need at the cityofpearl.com. It sounds like it's going to be a pretty smooth ride because the way you're counting ballots will be a lot different than we've done it in the past.
Quicker, yes. Mm-hmm.
How is it going to work this time that's going to make it faster?
The poll managers will actually print a tape at the end of the night when they close the polls. After the last person votes, they will shut down the machine, they'll print a tape, and that will print the numbers that they will return to us at Election Central, which is in the boardroom at City Hall. And we will put those numbers into a spreadsheet, and that's it.
Yeah, so in the past, you know, if you've come to watch the election, I remember there were so many people here 4 years ago. Yeah. That boardroom was packed as you guys were getting all the ballots. They weren't counted at the precincts. They were brought to the boardroom in the boxes. They were chain of custody, and then you fed them single each one into the Scantron machine like we used to do in school. This is so funny. But now, just like you did for the presidential election that we just had, you know, you're gonna slide it in yourself into the machine, and then it's gonna tell you your tabulation, and then that's gonna make it even easier for you. So just absentees, you guys have to worry about counting.
Right. We'll have a resolution board that will come in the day of elections, and they will look at the absentees and make sure they're good, and they will count those and any affidavit ballots that come in after the polls close.
Okay. Well, excellent. Well, we'll get you back on as we get closer to the general election, because that'll be some big races to decide then, I believe. And who knows, we may have a runoff. Let's hope maybe everything gets settled, but you may have a runoff. You never know, right?
Right.
Especially in, I guess it would be District 2, with the 3 candidates.
And if there were a runoff, that would be April the 27th.
Okay. Well, we'll cross that bridge as we come to that. We'll see how this thing shakes out on Tuesday night. Well, Kelly, you and your staff do an unbelievable job. You guys are so good at what you do.
Thank you.
And I know you're ready for the Super Bowl, the election Super Bowl.
We are.
All right. Thank you so much. We will be back with more This Week in Pearl right after this.
WPBP and PMB-TV would like to thank our latest sponsor, Dunkin' Donuts. Dunkin' Donuts is located at 403 Riverwind Drive. With over 32 different types of donuts, they can take care of your breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You can now choose from their menu of sandwiches, wraps, and muffins. And don't forget the drinks. Along with coffee, espressos, and lattes for your morning drive, they also have soft drinks, cold brew coffees, and smoothies. The Pearl Pirates run on Dunkin' Donuts.
Well, that'll do it for This Week in Pearl. I'd like to thank my guests from the Mayor's Youth Council, Alexis and Miss Amrit Cower. I would also like to thank our City Clerk, Miss Kelly Scouten, for bringing us all things Election Central. When we talk to you again next week, we will talk about the results of the election and moving forward into either a runoff or the general election. Remember, get out and vote. Polls will be open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. on Tuesday, April the 6th. It is our right and our duty to cast our votes here in the city elections. Remember, folks, until next time, the City of Pearl is the jewel of the crossroads.